That's some early No Means No, 1985 there. So the original album looks like. No Means No. I had two friends in my life who hung themselves. Very sad. And I haven't mentioned this for a long time on my YouTube channels, because if you ever feel like throwing your life away, doing suicide, you know, you're going through a lot of terrible things in your life, don't do it. Talk to somebody, get help. Talk to somebody who cares. Like I said, when I used to be on Facebook, I had a friend of mine, young dude, okay, a real young guy, who's talking about killing himself, and one of his, you know, Facebook buddies online says, do it, and encouraging. I intervened. You know, that is sickening. That's like people, like, when some dude wants to jump off the bridge, and there are people saying, do it. You know, because they just want to go and keep on there stopping the traffic, right? Horrible, horrible, horrible. Don't throw your life away. You never know what's around the corner. I've been through that shit. I've been through that. I've been physically abused when I was a kid by my mom. Single mothers are the #1 child abusers, because they don't know how to, because having a kid, you know, it's like baggage for them. It's tough to look for a guy. Does a guy want a woman with a kid? You know, there's no balance between mom and dad. You know, you need that balance. You need the female presence and that male presence. That is your mom and dad. That keeps harmony together. Keeps your mentality in balance. I've been through it. I was thinking about suicide myself. One of my favorite songs when I was a kid, you know, being abused just about every day. You know with what? With a fucking extension cord. It didn't matter. My face, my back, wherever. It didn't matter where I landed. She was psycho. My favorite AC/DC song, or one of them, you know, was Problem Child. Yeah, I'm a problem child. My mother hates me. Don't do it. Keep on going, man. I survived. I don't know how, but I did, but do it. Stay strong. Anyways, this is the original inner sleeve for the album. Pristine shape. Ain't that beautiful or what? I'll show you the poster too. Now these guys were formed in 1979 in Victoria, and eventually moved over to Vancouver. Now I'll show you this poster here. It's got the lyrics in here. I don't know if I should be showing the other side or not. Hyping up. You know, there's so much hype about hyping up, though. When I was a teenager, when I was 18, I shot coke, I shot speed. But you know, the majority of people who are messed up is not the shooters. You know who it is? It's the crackheads, it's the meth heads. They're the worst. I had a friend of mine, since teenager, he became a crackhead. And he stole from me. You know, they I noticed when I had a bunch of lottery tickets on my table, and he's staring at it like with eyes wide open. They are losers. Worse than that. Believe me, this ain't that scary as these people You know, they're cuckoo. Okay, well, enough of that. Back to the band here. So, first they put on 7-inch. Look, here comes the Wormies. Only 500 were made, and that was in 1980. They brought out an EP in 1981 called Betrayal for Hatred, or Betrayal, Fear and Hatred. They also put out a 12-inch called Trouble in 1982. Back in 1981, the first single was called Noise and Rhythm. Now these guys were, you know, some say there's new terminology back then, math rock. They were math rock. Were they? I don't know. So, yeah. So You Kill Me, that EP came out in 1985. Then Sex Mad came out in 1986. And, oh, okay. I got the CD, Small Parts Isolated and Destroyed. And the day everything became nothing. So, no means no. I'll play some songs off of this album, CD should I say, for the outro. But I want to feature their fans' most favorite record of theirs. Wrong! Only a sheep needs a leader. That's right. Be strong, be wrong. You know, I got 2 of these in this album. Don't know why, but I did. Aha, that must have been a mistake. What a score, eh? This is how the record looks like. Looks like one of the Mentors. The Mentors was a controversial band. That's the other side of that. This is on Cargo Records. Yeah, it's a beloved album by the fans. Okay, first started out the band by 2 brothers. Drummer John Wright, who has lessons and experience from Skool as being a jazz drummer. He held his sticks like this. And his brother, Rob Wright, was a bassist. And they were bass and drum, and they decided, you know what, we need a guitar. So enter guitar, and like you see, there's 3 guys there instead of 2. In 1985. No means no, so You Kill Me. Yeah. Hard records to find nowadays. Actually, I'll put that like that. Ah. Let's play it. It's Catching Up. Oops.
Have you heard the news? The dead walk. You hear that sound? You hear that sound? My fingers scratching on the ground. You hear that sound? That slamming door. I fought it all my life. I can't fight it anymore. It's catching up. I fought a dead dog. Shut up. How do you hide from something you have found? You hear that sound? That scratching sound? Is it better to be lost or found? You can't ignore it. You can't talk it away. You can't drink it away. You can't fuck it away. It's scratching up. I'm fucked.
Sure! There you go. There's some music to make your mother proud of. Okay. So yeah, this album came out in '89. Just in case I goofed up with the years here. '88 was small parts and isolated. They're a talented band. They do some songs which people figure, oh, stuff like that. But I'll play you a song where they really really prove their talent. That'll be my outro song. So Rob was the singer, right? And he had to have throat surgery. So Andy Kerr, the guitarist, sang mostly on the Wrong album. The Wrong title came from, and it came from, and was an inspiration from a Jerry Jeff Walker country song, Contrary to the Ordinary. So, you know, there you go. So, Dead Souls. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Support the band. I'll provide a link down there. And remember, no means no. Now, not only do they hardcore stuff like this, they do, you know, stuff like the first song, kind of what I played, you know, kind of, I guess that's their math rock or whatever. It's not all the way straight hardcore, but they do some hardcore songs in there. So for the outro, it's called Dark Ages. Listen to the talent. It's great. I heard this song back in the day from somewhere before. Thanks for watching. Great tune. They're displaying their talent here. Yeah, they are talented. Jimi Hendrix cover. Great tune. Playing right now.